was the only one that I knew of that saw the pictures, and then after I bailed him out of jail, I reminded him a week after he got his paycheck that he needed to pay me back. He started calling me names, he started fighting with me, and he hung up the phone, and that's when I realized he had a girlfriend, and he'd gotten serious with her, he got her pregnant, he moved in with her, he bought her a ring. After that, I went to work and was confronted by one of my managers asking about the pictures.
You can't tell me what one of your managers says, because that's hearsay, unless the person is here.
No.
Anybody who saw any of these pictures here other than him?
No, Logan's the only one.
Well, Logan saw them before you bailed him out of jail.
Right. And Chase, I confronted him, and he said he was sorry, and he didn't realize how upset I was by it, and he said he would erase them. And then after the fact that I bailed him out of jail, did him a favor, and he still hadn't paid me back yet, and I went to work the next day, and that's when...
Did you show pictures of her after she bailed you out of jail?
I showed our mutual friend, Jeff. I did show him that, but I did delete them in front of her after she got upset the next day.
Who's Jeff?
He was our mutual friend. He was one of our managers.
Well, can I ask you a question? Why did you do that, Mr. Kenton?
It was idiotic. I mean, the night of the pool party, we were all drinking, we were all having a good time, just drunk, stupid fun. And as soon as we go into her apartment, the first thing all the girls say is, let's all take a shower together.
I don't want to hear about it. It's all too stupid. He owes you for your bail. What difference does it make whether he sees it or Jeff sees it or somebody else sees it?
Because it was humiliating, and I was
Of course
hurt.
it was humiliating, madam. That's why you don't put yourself in that kind of situation. Now, you knew we took those pictures based upon, look, based upon, I have to center myself, based upon what you just told me, before you bailed him out of jail, he and a friend burst into a bathroom where you and your friends were.
Right.
And he took, according to you, pictures of you. That, in and of itself, he would have been off my radar permanently. Then he showed the pictures to him before you went down and bailed him out of jail. Would have been twice off my radar. So he compromised your friendship by taking these pictures. He compromised your friendship by showing them to somebody else. And after that, you took out $700 from your bank or from wherever you keep your money, and you went and bailed him out of jail. Don't get it. And if I don't get it,
Sarah Ediger says former friend Chase Kenton owes for a loan for bail and for taking a picture of her in the shower.
now, I believe he had the pictures.
Right.
I don't think I believe there's busting into the bathroom, breaking the shower curtain, and everybody's doing things to you that you don't want to have done, because otherwise you never would have had anything to do with him again.
Well, when he took the pictures, and after Logan had told me about it, I confronted him, and he was apologizing, he was sincere, and he knew how hurt I was, and that was done. He said he erased them, and I believed him. And then a few weeks later, I go to work, and that's when my manager and everyone else said they saw the pictures.
He saw the pictures before.
Right.
Okay. Very good. You owe us $700 for bail. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. And say thank you and I'm sorry. Not to me.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Please excuse me. Step out.
It's stupid, you know. I shouldn't have to pay her. It was a gift to me.
I think it's fair that he has to pay me back.
We were together. I mean, we were spending every day together. We had actually been, like, really, in my opinion, dating.
Him and I never dated. I don't know why he thinks that we did.
I think she still has feelings for me.
He was never anything to me anyways, so he's always in the way and a pain, so it's okay.
It's sad that it ends over money.
The pictures, it's unfortunate because I think he needs to learn his lesson. It was very wrong of him.
She was smiling. We had fun. We were all drunk. It was stupid fun.
We weren't drunk in the pictures. We weren't smiling. Anyone who's getting pictures taken of themselves in the shower wouldn't be doing that unless they're crazy.
Probably never talk to each other again.
That's unfortunate that he'll never learn.
Don't trust anybody about money.
I don't trust anyone anymore these days. You can't.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Busari versus Gooden. Step forward, please.
23-year-old Yetunde Busari is suing her former friend, LaDonna Gooden, for the unpaid balance on a BMW she sold to her. Yetunde claims LaDonna donated the vehicle before paying it off.
Miss Busari, you and the defendant went to school together?
Yes.
Is that how you knew each other?
Yes, ma'am.
And you were selling a car.
She wanted to buy it from me. I didn't advertise to sell the car.
How did you become aware of the fact that she wanted to get rid of this car?
She told me she was selling the car. That's not true.
In any event, you made arrangements to sell her the car.
Right.
And the idea was that she would make a down payment and then make periodic payments to you. There came a point, according to you, that the car stopped running, and you donated the car to charity. No? Did I say something wrong?
Yeah, I donated, but it wasn't. It was like a recycling place, but I donated.
It was what?
Like to a recycling center or something like that. That they come and pick up like junk cars or whatever.
I suppose you have some proof of that.
No, I don't have any of the paperwork with me.
Well, where did you think you were coming today?
to court, but they didn't give me anything. They just gave me a release of liability, I think, a paper.
A paper?
Yeah.
Well, that's what you bring with you.
I don't have it.
Why?
Because I discarded it.
And you didn't think to go back and get another copy because you were coming to court today?
No, the car wasn't in my name.
In whose name was the car?
It was in her name.
Well, how can they take a car if it was in somebody else's name?
They took it.
Then they're crazy. That was one of my questions, by the way, whether title had transferred, and it had not transferred.
It was supposed to be transferred.
But it had not transferred.
Her and I went to the DMV together, and the DMV was closed. And
Listen to me. I don't have time for this.
Okay.
I have a plane to catch.
I'm sorry.
Listen to me very carefully. Title hadn't passed yet.
I didn't know that.
Do you know that now?
Yes, I
Then
do.
why are we arguing about it? Title hadn't passed yet.
Okay.
Therefore, whoever took the car to the junkyard or to charity or whatever was being very dumb to take a car that wasn't in her name.
Right, on her part. And I told her, actually, not to donate the car to nobody. I told her to give the car back to me. I did.
Whether you did or whether you didn't, she's responsible for paying for it. You can't give away something that doesn't belong to you.
She told me to donate the car. Why would I? I'm sorry.
Shh. Fine. You donated it. You still have to pay for it. You still have to pay for it. You want to go donate a car and take it off as a charitable contribution, you could do that. But you still have to pay for it. How long did you have the car?
It was in my possession for about a week or two.
How long did she have the car?
I'm not sure exactly the date that she donated the car, but it was sometimes in May. I sold the car in February. It was a while. That's when I found out she was donating the car, and I told her
How much
not
does she
to.
owe you on the car?
She paid $1,040. She owed me $2,460, and I'm suing her for $2,700 and I forgot.
Why?
Well, because at first I was gonna sue her for my bank fees and all that, and okay, it's kind of confusing.
At my stage in life, I don't want confusing. Give me a reason why you don't owe her $2,460.
Because
She doesn't have a car anymore. You agreed to pay her $3,500. Is that what you agreed to pay her?
I agreed to pay her that much, but I felt like the car was like sold under false pretenses. I only had the car for, well, I only drove it once actually because I
No,
drove.
that's your problem. Before you buy a used car, you take it and have it checked over. There are no guarantees with a car.
Well, she didn't tell me that, you know, it didn't run or so I went and bought it.
So who cares? That's what you take the car into a mechanic for. You take the car into a mechanic and you say to the mechanic, look this over. It's a used car. How old was it?
It was a 2000.
So the car is 8 years old. So you take the car into a mechanic and you say, does this car look as if it's okay? If he says yes, then you give us some money. If he says no, then you go continue to look elsewhere. But once you take the car and agree to pay her a certain amount of money down, certain amount of money every month, that's your responsibility. Do you understand?
Yes, I know.
Very good. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $2,460. Thank you.
Parties are excused and they step out.
I didn't lie about the condition of the car. It just didn't work. I'm not sure what was wrong with it. It's very strange. It just didn't start. I do feel bad that the car stopped working, but I tried to take it back from her, but she wasn't having it. We're not friends anymore. Don't do business with friends and family. Get the car checked before you buy it.